also find information and guidance on the importance of therapeutic disclosure, which is an essential but often underutilized tool in partner recovery. Much of this book has been written from a female heterosexual perspective, as this represents most of my clinical experience, but sex addiction affects male partners too, as well as gay and lesbian couples. There are more similarities than differences between these partner groups, but nonetheless, I wish to acknowledge that some listeners will rightly feel not enough has been said to address their individual needs. I have also failed to escape using the pejorative label of addict, which those who have worked or trained with me know I desperately try to avoid. I do not believe that addiction should define a person, but rather it is a condition that people have. Hence, I never refer to people with sex addiction as addicts, either when working directly with them or with their partners. But for the purpose of easy listening, I have relented, as referring to partner and person with the addiction became clumsy very quickly. Nonetheless, I maintain that the label of addict is unhelpful for everyone. Finally, I would like to close by dedicating this book to all the partners who have so courageously shared their experience with me, those who have shared their traumatic experiences of personal betrayal and sorrow that so often go beyond words. Sex addiction is the most intimate wound that any partner can be forced to face, and the most brutal attack a relationship can be expected to endure. But partners do survive, and so do many relationships, and it has been a profound privilege to work with the couples who have fought addiction together, as well as the partners who have taken the brave step to move on with life alone. Part 1. Facing the Reality of Sex Addiction. Face reality as it is, not as it was, or as you wish it would be. Jack Welch. In these first 3 chapters, we explore the reality of sex addiction. Many partners have never heard of sex addiction until it crashes into their lives, and, understandably, most know little about it, and some are skeptical that it really exists. In Chapter 1, we go over the arguments for and against the sex addiction label and the criteria establishing if someone is a sex addict. Chapter 2 is devoted to understanding sex addiction from a biological, psychological, and social perspective. We discuss the different classifications of sex addiction, the most common causes, and the essential treatment strategies. The chapter ends with an explanation of what recovery means and looks like for people struggling with this condition. In Chapter 3, we hear why sex addiction hurts partners so much, and why the misconceptions of friends, family, and misinformed helping professionals can inadvertently make the pain of discovery even worse. 1. Does sex addiction really exist? Most partners do not discover their partner is a sex addict. What they discover is that their partner has been unfaithful. More often than not, partners gradually drag out or unravel the painful reality that the person they most trusted in their life has betrayed them, not once, but repeatedly. The words sex addiction may not enter the vocabulary for many weeks, months, or even years after behaviors have been discovered. And when it is out there on the table, the first reaction of many partners is, "Really?" In the survey of 126 partners that was conducted to accompany this book, 30% had heard of sex addiction before their partner's diagnosis, 25% didn't believe it existed, and 36% thought it was just an excuse. At the time of writing this book, sex addiction is still a controversial topic, and, like many, you may be skeptical about the reality of the condition. In the survey, only 9% believed sex addiction was a real problem when they first heard of their partner's problems, compared with nearly 79% today. Thankfully, public and professional opinions are slowly beginning to change as issues of compulsive porn use become more and more prevalent and other explanations make less and less sense. But nonetheless, doubts and myths still prevail, and for partners of so-called sex addicts,